Jon Bernthal is back as the Punisher in Marvel's latest special presentation, The Punisher: One Last Kill. We're going to talk about it. We're going to tell you how it might be connecting to Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we'll probably share a couple theories you may not have thought about. I'm Jeff Johnson.
And I'm Gary Gibson.
And for the Film By Podcast, this is Previously On. Guys, I have been waiting. I can't tell you how long I've been waiting for this. I actually got to talk with Jon Bernthal last year, right before he went to Glasgow to film Spider-Man Brand New Day. He had just finished wrapping on The Punisher: One Last Kill. So I am super excited to talk about it because it's finally here. Benny Mac is also finally here. You're always here, Ben. What am I saying? How you doing, Ben?
Hi. Good, man. How you doing?
Doing great. Garrett,
Good.
you and I have been talking about this one shot for how many months? Like, could not wait for it.
Oh, yeah. Like, we've been dying to see this. And I've got to say, it did not disappoint. Yeah.
It didn't disappoint at all. Before we get into it, though, we want to know what you guys think. So drop us a comment. Let us know. Were you happy with what you saw with The Punisher: One Last Kill? I've got one, guys. I've got just one negative thing to say about it. I'll go ahead and say it right now. It wasn't long enough. We needed more. 44 minutes was not enough time, and that's the only thing I'm going to nitpick about.
I was about to yell at you.
Yeah, no. But let us know. Drop a comment to us. Did you need more? Did you have enough? Are you wanting more? Let us know, and let's know what you think of Jon Bernthal's performance as the Punisher. Garrett, your initial reaction when you hit play on this one. Danzig is playing.
So
Yeah.
I've got to say, to start with Danzig's mother is an absolutely amazing way to start a little one-off. So, yeah, definitely glad they went with that. It definitely sets the tone for this film.
Yeah. Ben, were you confused for a second? Because I know I was. I'm seeing a warning about violence and language. I'm hearing Danzig's mother, and I'm looking, and it's Disney Plus, right? We are on Disney Plus. It blows my mind that we're here.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, between that and some, I'm sure we'll get to it later, some of the other music choices they've made and just how it all went, it is very surprising that it's on Disney Plus. I was worried that they were going to Disney-fy him, and they did not.
If anything, they took. I feel like what they did was they took the Netflix version and just ratcheted it up. This special is brutal. It is ultra violent. It's everything that I've been wanting from a Punisher. What am I wrong?
No, I agree.
Yeah, no,
ahead,
I'd
Garrett.
have to agree as well. I mean, the violence is most certainly needed, especially with how much pain and anguish and everything Frank is feeling at this point in time. He's at the point where he's almost certain he's shored up everything, so he's got nothing really left to go after. And then he gets that little final push of, hey, your job's not done.
So in the timeline, I know, according to what we heard from the director, Ronaldo and Marcus Green, showrunners, this is all happening a little bit before and during season 2 of Daredevil Born Again.
Yes.
Frank he's kind of hiding out in Little Sicily, which is not an actual. I know New York has a Little Italy, but not a Little Sicily. So, but let's be honest, he's walking around this city. It looks kind of like the neighborhood from Death Wish 3.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy
gunshots,
shit.
Everything.
He's walking right by, people are getting robbed, people are getting shot at. There's that one New York police squad car that comes up, rolling up on the guy who's beating that woman, and then immediately does
Nopes
backs
out.
it up. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm out of here. Yeah, it's just like, and then I'm pretty sure it's on fire 2 minutes later.
Yeah.
I mean, what is yeah?
But
Now, Ben, go ahead, Ben.
The whole time we're watching this happen, in my head, I'm going, that's food for him. Like, that is all food for him. He's going to eat later. And that's in my brain. I was like, something's going to happen.
It's a great segue too, because he is so numb to the violence and the chaos that when he's walking, it's in his head, but the noise kind of filters out and segues into we're basically we're in a war zone. We're back with him in Afghanistan. We're hearing gunshots. We're hearing people screaming. And Garrett, you said it. Like he's a tortured individual. I think the last time I saw a soldier this tormented and struggling this much with PTSD, probably John Rambo at the end of First Blood when he has a total breakdown and starts bawling his eyes out and telling that story about his buddies. I got to be honest, guys. I wasn't ready for Bernthal to take it to this level where he's clearly he's seeing things that aren't there. He is deeply regressed, and it's kind of sad, like my heart's breaking for the guy.
Yeah. It's one of those things where he's like, now he's ready to be with his family. He's just tired of everything. He just like, he's even apologizing, like, I'm sorry, baby, and all that. So he literally hits the point until his daughter comes to him. So he's a broken man. He's spent all of his vengeance. He believes he's served his purpose, but he's still here. He's just distraught. He's like, why me? Why the hell am I still here? So it's rough.
Well, and like these visions, he's his buddies, his comrades, like, what's your purpose, Marine? Well, if he has just wiped out the Nucci family, what is his purpose now? His thirst for revenge. What's left? I guess is the question. And my theory, or not, maybe not even a theory, a question for you guys: the title, "One Last Kill." Now he kills. I've read online where someone did the count. I guess he kills 100 people exactly in this 44 minutes. One Last Kill, where he's contemplating ending it all in the cemetery. Mm-hmm. Is the one last kill? Is it him? Is he one last kill and the pain's gone? One last kill and the mission's over. Any thoughts on?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. But yeah, that's a pretty good theory. That's a great theory that he could be the last kill. That didn't actually cross my mind. But what did cross my mind is, like Garrett was saying, his mission's done. He's gotten his vengeance. He had his last kill. So he doesn't know. So I like your theory better that like he would be the last kill. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Hate to think about it like that, but I was like, what's left for this guy?
Yeah. So I thought the same thing initially. I think Ma Nucci is the one last kill at this point. Of course, like
she's gonna be now.
Yeah, you have to see that storyline wrapped up, and whether it's in a film or a series that they're going to do, who knows at this point in time. Depending on how this is received, we'll see from there. But I kind of was leaning towards that as well, where at the end of it, he's just the last kill. And then now the more I've thought about it, I don't think it is.
Okay. I guess I wasn't paying attention to the casting. I hear the name Judith Light. I don't, whatever. Judith Light.
Yeah. But
then I see Ma Nucci, and Ben, you're our comic book guy here. Talk about accurate comic book portrayal. Could she look any more like she just stepped off of the page of the comic book? And as I'm watching her, Judith Light, just amazing as she's telling the story of her family being slaughtered. And then I look at that face. I was like, wait, Ma Nucci, she's the boss, right? But who's the boss? This is Angela from Who's the Boss?
Yeah.
Angela. Yeah.
Angela.
I'll tell you who the boss is. It's Ma Nucci. What an amazing performance, though. I mean,
yeah, I agree. They that was one of those parts where it's like almost straight out of the comic book, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
And it was fun to see.
Yeah,
so now,
it absolutely.
Yeah, like Garrett said, she's going to be the one last kill now. Like I don't know why that never crossed my mind. I feel so stupid for not thinking of that, but yeah.
No, it's it came out just a few days ago, so we're still. Yeah. I'm still just like, oh, holy shit! I just can't believe what I saw, and it's amazing. I'll tell you what's amazing is the segue, the transition. She sets the clock. 6:47. Everyone's coming, and they're going to kill anyone that gets in the way. I wasn't expecting this special to turn into The Raid, which is an amazing movie, but am I wrong there? Because like it's like it's just him just blowing through however many guys, just carnage in a hotel or not in an apartment complex. So I'm like, it's the Raid. No, it's Judge Dredd. It's just awesome, is what it is, and I'm loving every second of it. What Garrett, your thoughts as I mean, because Daredevil set the tone for the hallway scene, the hallway fight scene. Yeah. Castle is just mowing down all these scumbags in this apartment complex.
So now, one thing that I really like about this special here is I think they incorporated a little bit from every single Punisher that came before him, because he has the moments of doubt where he's going to kill himself, kind of like Thomas Jane's Punisher. He has the wickedly awesome, I'm going to cut through this apartment building and murder so many people, like Ray Stevenson's Punisher. Like, you get so much from every person that came before him. And like, again, you said, and he set the pace with that hallway scene in Daredevil. This is one of those things that will give it a run for its money, whether he's on fire, blowing through a door and tackling into a guy before viciously stabbing him and then like getting a shotgun. Like it's next level. And again, it just reminds me so much of that Ray Stevenson one. And I don't know, I loved it. It's like Punisher Warzone wrapped up into this little series, this little one-off. So I loved it.
You're talking about how he explodes through that door. He's standing there. He's watching the fire come to him. We watch it just lick right up his legs and catch him on fire. And then he lets out that primal rage yell, goes right through it.
Just like John Bernthal. Nobody else can do it like him.
No one could do this. And Bernthal, guys, that was in camera. That's real fire.
Yeah.
He knows we're not using a stunt man. He said, I read the story where he said, I need Frank's rage and his pain to completely be realized on camera. And we're doing it. I'm doing it. The dude is just on a whole nother level, man. I mean, I love it. I love his take on this character. Ben, your thoughts on this? What we get, like 20 something minutes of just pure carnage, and I know you're loving it because one of your bands was playing throughout it, right?
Oh yeah. So like Hatebreed is by far one of my favorite hardcore bands, and I'm just sitting there watching this, thinking in my head, oh, he's gonna fuck these people up. It's gonna happen, and then that song hits. And just talking about it right now, man, the hairs on my arm are standing up because I'm like, there's no way they're playing Hatebreed on Disney Plus while he's just murdering hundreds of people ruthlessly. And I'm like, it did the character justice. It is the Punisher we've always really wanted to see.
Let's talk about the segue, because we know this special kind of sets up his involvement in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And I think everyone's question was, how can the Punisher that we've seen coexist in Spider-Man's world? I mean, it's just, and I had the same feeling. Think back to like when the MCU first begins, and we're talking about, well, how can Thor realistically be in Iron Man's world? Now that we've seen how realistic Iron Man is, and we believe in the technology, can you blend magic? Well, now we've got this hardcore, hard R-rated character like Frank Castle coexisting with Tom Holland's Peter Parker, and I think a lot of us were like, how's it going to work? And I think if I'm watching this, and I have several times already, I kind of feel like this is like the segue. This is the moment where Frank Castle, this story lets us know that he's no longer about revenge, and now he's about helping the innocent people, because at the end of this, he has Manucci dead to rights. All he has to do is go over there and murder her. But he hears the little girl, Charlie, from the donut shop, kind of blend. It's in his head, kind of blends. Like he hears his little girl, hears her. He makes the active choice. At the end of this special, he goes to help someone. He goes to save somebody instead of, seeking out his vengeance. Yeah. Is this the setup for Spider-Man Brand New Day? Is this how we get, Ben was saying, like a softer Punisher, not that we want a softer Punisher, but is this how we kind of get him into the MCU, like fully immersed with and reacting with someone like Spider-Man?
I think so because they need to actually make him a vigilante. It's kind of like what they did most recently with Bullseye in the Daredevil series. Like you have to go ahead and cut that down, and you have to do it just right, or otherwise you're going to absolutely ruin that character. Because of course, Bullseye was a madman. Punisher is a blood-soaked like vengeance machine. So it's very hard to be able to be like, hey, yeah, we're going to go ahead and cut down on him killing 97 people and still make him an interesting character, even though that's his own shtick. But I think the way this blends is him being a vigilante, kind of like you said, Death Wish almost, to where he's doing the right thing. He's killing for the right reasons. And sounds crazy to say, but I think that's why they kind of actually need him in the MCU like that.
Yeah, and Ben,
Right.
if he's turning that leaf, so to speak, where he's trying to protect people,
Mm-hmm.
this kind of brings him back to his roots, right? He's serving his country in a way. It kind of
Right.
gets him full circle to who he was before the tragedy that made him the Punisher, I think, right?
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And like back to the taking him into MCU as well. Like, what better character to pair him with to bring him into the MCU and dumb him down and nerf him than a Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Spider-Man's the character you want him that, because I guarantee it's going to be something along the lines of where Spidey's just going to talk him down so many times because
Mhm.
of how pure he is. But I don't think there's a better character they could pair him up with
Yeah.
in the MCU to introduce him into, if that makes sense.
Yeah, Garrett, let's talk about how this maybe comes into Spider-Man: Brand New Day. Frank's drinking a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and that coffee cup, if I've watched the Spider-Man: Brand New Day trailer 6 or 27 times, that's the coffee cup that Peter grabs from MJ. And not the
Yes.
same coffee cup, but that's the same brand.
Yeah. Same.
So
same,
we're in the
same place.
we're in the universe, right? We're in the
Yeah.
same place, right?
Absolutely.
I got a hunch that Frank is getting involved in Peter's world because we know Sadie Sink is in Brand New Day. Everyone is betting the farm that she's playing Jean Grey. Where are you guys on that? Ben, is she Jean Grey?
I don't
Your
know.
hunch?
Yeah, that's a good question. I want it to be Jean Grey, but I don't see how it would fit and how they would make it fit.
Okay, Garrett, so you feel the same or?
Honestly, same. I mean, Brand New Day leads open a lot of opportunity and stuff like that. And I think they'll tie in Daredevil nicely. And I think they'll tie in Punisher nicely. And I think they'll do a great job with that. But I don't see Jean Grey being part of that world building for them at all.
All right, unhinged theory. We do these on previously on. All right, here's my unhinged theory, guys. I think Sadie Sink is playing Jean Grey. We know from the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer that someone is controlling people, like mentally. Someone's hopping into people's minds and making them do stuff. Sounds kind of like Jean Grey to me. And I think she's being we see like someone being held in captivity in that trailer. I think they have got her locked up, and she is using who she can to get herself freed from this holding cell, this prison or whatever. I would even go so far as to say, because of some of the mental imagery that Frank had in his head in this special, maybe she's in his head and she's kind of calling to him and willing him to help her. Because some stuff makes sense. Some of the things he sees make sense, but let's not forget he's imagining people there that are still alive. Karen Page is in his head, but she's also wearing the same hoodie, sweatshirt that his wife was wearing. So it's like a blending. And you have to ask yourself, is he so far gone that he's blurring his images of his wife with Karen Page, or is Jean Grey in his head and she's just looking at memories and just figuring shit out as she goes to kind of get him on, again, unhinged theory, but I'm thinking maybe that scene where that tank or whatever, Frank's behind it, but it's not like he's trying to knock it off the road. I'm wondering if Jean Grey got someone to jump in that thing, because we see later in that Brand New Day trailer that he pulls out that old lady or whatever, and then that body snatcher thing happens with the cops. What if Jean Grey is help using Frank and using people to get to her and get her free. Crazy, unhinged. I don't know.
No, that actually kind of makes sense. Another
Crazy
theory
and unhinged.
it is crazy, but it does kind of make a sense in your own way for sure. I mean, if you want to think of it that way, the Hulk has been confirmed to be in that movie. Can she control the Hulk? So is she
She's Jean Grey. I think she can too. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys out there think? How crazy is this thought? Could Jean Grey be in Spider-Man? Could she be controlling the Punisher and doing everything nuts that I just talked about? We're gonna find out probably in July when Brand New Day comes out. So we don't have too long to wait. But
nope.
In the meantime, I had a blast with this one. Could not recommend it more. You guys, I'm guessing it's the same.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, we want to know what you guys thought. Tell us. Drop us a comment. Let us know what you thought of this one shot. Do we want more Marvel one shots? This is the third one over how many years? I think they're taking their sweet ass time making these things. But after this, I'm ready. Like, give me some more. Give me some Midnight Suns, Ben. You gave me Werewolf by Night. Give me some Midnight Suns.
And dude, I'll go ahead, Ben.
No, I'm just agreeing. I'm just saying, dude, like, yes, please. I'm all for it. Like Ghost Rider, Wanda, Blade, bring them all, man. I want to see it.
So I was about to say they have to test the waters. I feel like the next one has to be Blade.
Well, and let's not forget testing the waters. I think this is doing really well. The fans are really vibing with it. And Ronaldo Marcus Green, the director, and let's not forget this guy. This is the guy that he directed Bernthal in We Own This City, which is an awesome miniseries. He did the King Richard movie, the biopic. So this guy is pretty talented. They have already come out. Him and Bernthal, who co-wrote this and created this, they've both come out already and said, we want to do a Punisher movie.
Yep.
So let's make that happen, everybody. And in the meantime, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, come back and see us because, guys, I think I don't know if you guys, I don't know how you feel about this, but I think we should get together in a week. Maybe we talk about the Punisher, the character, and let's maybe rank. We've had what four iterations now. I think let's do a fun little thing and rank them all.
Absolutely.
From like best to least best, because there's no bad choice.
No,
looking at you, Dolph Lundgren.
There's not.
Come on.
All right, no, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, yeah. And in the meantime, we'll catch you next time.
Bye.